Kill Bill is a classic Quentin Tarantino film that is entertaining from beginning to end. It's full of action and suspense, and it keeps you guessing. And if you're anything like me, you'll want to revisit this movie over and over again to pick up on the things that you may have missed. Now, the protagonist in the film, who goes by the name of I'm just kidding, y'all. But I never really learned why they blocked out her name. If anybody could tell me in the comment section, that would be awesome. But her name was Beatrice Kittle. And she was an expert trained assassin who was proficient in the art of the samurai sword. She was like Tomb Raider without the huge boobs, like Sonya Blade without the badge, like Kim Possible without the guy best friend. Basically, what I'm saying is she was a bad chick. It was like a super soldier. And on top of that, everybody in the movie thought she was like the cutest thing ever. Like, everybody kept commenting on how beautiful she was. Now, Pai Mei, which was the teacher of Beatrice and many others, he was a serious, no-nonsense kind of teacher. He literally came across as the personification of, I wish a mother trucker would. But from what we all could see of his teachings, he was very effective at what he did. Pai Mei seems like someone that didn't have the patience for people. Like how older people that have been doing the same job for a really long time, they just don't understand why people don't have the same knowledge that they have acquired, nor do they have the patience to teach them with empathy. He kind of seems like that. He seems like he doesn't have the patience for the people that lack the knowledge that he has. Which, when said out loud, is totally unreasonable because, like, why are you a teacher, sir? Like, why? Now, when it comes to Bill, besides the scene where Bill went on that calculated, brokenhearted rage fit and laid out the whole wedding party, the movie really didn't show his rageful acts towards people that they claim he possessed. Even he claimed to possess himself. If you think about it, the scenes that they showed of Bill was actually of him showing kindness and remorse. Like when he came to warn his brother about Beatrice. And when he stopped Beatrice from being killed in her sleep when she was in a coma. And when he got beat up just so Pai Mei would take on Beatrice as a student. And the way that he consoled the lawyer after Beatrice took her arm off. And the way that he cut off the edges of his daughter's sandwich before she ate it. I mean, he seemed like a pretty stand-up kind of guy to me. Nevertheless, what he did in that church to Beatrice in her new beginning, quote unquote, it was terrible. And if that was just a peek into the kind of villain that he is and has been in the past, then he is a bad white boy. I always thought it was interesting in the way that Beatrice was able to easily move mountains and do the impossible to get people to help assist her into taking this man down. Honestly, it seemed effortless. I don't think it was just her pretty face or her feminine disposition. It had to be Bill's horrible reputation that he created for himself as a menace that needed to be put down, and even the people that helped him get to where he was now, they must have felt that way as well. So why exactly did Pai Mei teach Beatrice the 5-point palm exploding heart technique, but he didn't teach it to Bill? It's probably because Pai Mei saw something very human in Beatrice. She wasn't just a sword-fighting machine that wanted to destroy everything and anything in her path. She was more than that. She even said it herself after she was brutally beaten and put through so much trauma and had been in a coma where she lay for years. She said it was mercy, forgiveness, and compassion that she lacked, not rationality. Could it be that Pai Mei saw these things in Beatrice, that rationality about her and her decision making, And maybe that made her seem like a responsible enough person to carry on the knowledge of knowing the 5-point palm exploding heart technique. Even though she was a white woman and Pai Mei seemed to despise them and their privilege, Pai Mei may have thought that she had something very human in her eyes, like she can handle the responsibility of its power and not use it irresponsibly, like when Beatrice was fighting Vernetta Green in the beginning and the school bus came up, and she knew she still planned to kill her, but she wasn't going to do it in front of her child. And I believe someone like Bill would have still taken that chance in front of the child and possibly even killed the child. I mean, after all, he did put a bullet into a pregnant woman's head. I definitely could see Beatrice's rational nature, especially when she spanked that one little Asian gangster instead of killing him, because she saw how young he was and scared and probably was forced to be there. Another thing I asked myself, along with why Pai Mei taught her the exploding heart technique, was why was Tony Hanzo so willing to make her a sword after he swore to never make another deadly weapon? Like, was Bill's reputation so bad even the people that he once worked with wanted to help his enemy? Like, had he wronged so many people that they all wanted to see his downfall? Beatrice did say, though, at the end of the movie that this is why she ran away with her daughter while she was pregnant, because she didn't want her child to inherit Bill's enemies. She wanted her child to start on a clean slate. Now, I'm joking, but I'm serious when I ask this. Do you think that it was really Bill baby, or did she just, say that to get out of being murdered at the last minute? Like, I was just saying, women can be really crafty. Like, she did like pin a whole baby on her fiance Tommy that looked like a country version of NSYNC member. Like, wouldn't it be crazy though if Bill had that little girl all that time and never did a DNA test? In my opinion, Pai Mei knew that Bill would use the 5-point palm exploding heart technique carelessly because of his arrogance. Maybe he knew Bill couldn't handle it. Bill probably would have been walking around just dropping people like flies, like the Starbucks lady that got his order wrong. She gotta die. Or the man in the store that cut in front of him in the line. He won't be walking out of that store. Or the ex that broke his heart in 7th grade. I mean, ultimately, like, her whole family's gotta die, right? Only a certain kind of soul should possess this type of power, Like, it probably came with a disclaimer saying the 5-point palm exploding heart technique is only to be used on someone that needs to be put down. Wonder what kind of disclaimer Pai Mei gave to Beatrice before he taught her that fatal blow. And who on earth were they practicing on? Like, were they outside just giving baby goats heart attacks? Like, I have so many questions. But towards the end, Bill asked her, why didn't she ever tell him she knew the 5-point palm exploding heart technique? And she said, I don't know, because I'm a bad person. But really, like, she never told him for the same reason that she ran away from him. Because she knew that he shouldn't have that information. Because she knew that she was in love with a quote-unquote bad boy and a dark spirit. She knew that from the very beginning. And even though she may have liked the bad boy in Bill, I think she also knew what extent not to go to when it came to Bill. Even though she still chose to love him and be with him, she knew that he would not be an adequate father because of all the people that he had wronged and all of the people that wanted to bring harm to him. The crazy part about it is that she had to be somewhere in secret practicing the 5-point palm exploding heart technique to remember it so precisely. Which is super wild to think about, because she put hands on him like she had always planned to kill him in that way. But who knows? Maybe that's just me. But if you enjoyed this video, don't leave just yet. Check out this next one.